Hello everybody, welcome back to another character guide video for One Piece Burning Blood. My name is Silvokiji, and this is TheZoneGamingGo. So today we're going to be talking about Brook, a member of the Destroyed Pirates, 2,000 points, Devil Fruit character, as well in my category of Rules Silvokiji or Role Silvokiji. I kind of put him as a rushdown character, as well as a support. Now I say rushdown because he does have a lot of rushdown tools. His running attack is one of the best, and I feel that he has a pretty good mix-up game considering he's a tricky type character. So he has a couple of gimmicks that we're going to talk about in a little bit, but first we'll talk about his size. Now Brook will be considered small stature like most other other characters like Ace and Luffy, but because of his height, he's actually considered medium and tallish. So like he's pretty much the same size as Doflamingo. We can just put him out here in that regard. So the crown actually does count. And so in terms of certain hits and certain combos or back hits, whatever like that, cross-ups, you pretty much are going to be safe against most big character cross-ups, but still watch out for those small character cross-ups though. Okay, get him back. I want Ace back in here. Okay, so for his gimmick, so you notice already that Brook has a little bar next to his already ability bar as well as health bar. This is called a note bar, or as I nicknamed it, Soul King. Basically, whenever he does a special attack, he ends up putting a note on that bar. Up to 3 notes can be on that bar at a time. Each special attack has a different corresponding color, which is the attack is orange, the unique is green, and the guard is purple. When done in different order, he's able to actually perform a buff for his team, whether it's a 20% heal or whether it's a +1 power buff or a +1 shield buff. He is one of the only characters in the game, actually no, he is the only character in the game that can actually give a +1 shield buff, and this does transfer among the team. So even if he does give the +1 shield buff like right now and that's for somebody else, they will still have it. That buff will last for 15 seconds, which is pretty okay. Now if you do the notes out of order, meaning if you do one of the special attacks in the same note bar, it will fail and he will play some sad music afterwards. We will go over which rhythms or which special attacks lead to what buff once you get to his specials. So his other gimmick that he actually has is his weightlessness. He has really no weight. So when he jumps, he basically stays in the air for a very long time. He is the only character in the game that can do this. It's specifically special to him. And while he is in here, he can perform 2 actions instead of 1 like most other characters can in the game. Between his attack unique as well as his special movement and one of his special attacks, he can perform 2 of these in his jumping status to mix up his opponent and basically give him more flexibility in terms of what he can actually do. We will get into that when we actually move into his jump attack and jump unique. Okay, so other than that, those are both his gimmicks there, and so we're going to talk about his awkwardly weird attacks. So these are his autos here. Let's do the back stuff first so we can actually see the autos. He's getting a little bit closer. Now looking at that first auto hit, we got 1, 2. Okay, so that's pretty like close up actually. Then we'll get to 3. 1, 2, 3. So that 3 is kind of like an anti-air. It can hit people in the air. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can kind of combo with a person up in the air from doing that 3 and that 4. And then you have the 5th one, which is the slash, which is a little bit sluggish. So I guess it will actually miss the person if he is up in the air because it takes a while to kind of pull down. And so the person will all fall. So it'll be a drop there. So let's go ahead and see what it does in the combo. It's going to be 5 hits, ending in his, what's the move called? Drawing Song 1 joint slash? Yeah. Okay. So you can see the damage on that combo right there. It's pretty okay. And something about Brook's auto is that it's actually fast enough to actually kind of like do stuff like this. Not really like Koala's like, but it's like the 1 and the 2 is a pretty decent evasion type thing. Just do 1 side step, 1 back step. It kind of works. Not all the time, but it kind of works. Okay, so let's talk about the interruptions here. So I want to talk about his range interruption for anything because this is the one that I actually kind of feel that is the most, reliable in terms of what you're going to be using. So his range attack is a spinning move that instantly does like Sword Strike. This move itself is extremely weak actually, but it's an AoE because it's a range attack move. So when done, it can actually catch your opponent in the air as well and actually end with a slash and allow you to combo into 2 of his special attacks properly. Okay, so after his A1, you can perform this move. Okay, after his A2, you can perform this move. and after A3, you can perform this move. Now, you can perform this move on the third hit as well. Not third hit, but after A4 as well. But it's an awkward combo, meaning it's a more mix-up tool. It does a little bit more damage. I wouldn't say do it, really, unless you're really trying to trick your opponent, because it will only add, like, this amount to the damage output. Even, like, just like that. Now, you can look cooler by doing the ability because it's ice and everything, but you know, whatever. Okay, so moving on back to this actual hit. So if you interrupt it into the A4, it'll be a delay. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it'll just stop and it'll go. It's not an actual combo. It is more like a mix-up thing, but I believe it can be done in the back. So you might be able to do a back hit like that. So if you're like facing the back, then yeah, I would say go ahead and go for it, because damage is damage, right? Even if it is just a little bit. Okay, so after his A3, you can do his unique special attack. So go through here. You can throw out and do one joint slash, which does a lot of damage actually, considering it is Brook. And you can also do his special attack here. That is Coup de, like 1, 2, 3. You can do his Coup de Droit. Oh, there's the fail music. So, like, when you actually hit that, though, the move is not an actual combo. I don't know if it actually does work on a back hit or not, so you probably have to find it out, actually. In terms of, like, Unity, though, I'm not sure either, because the move is so laggy in terms of actually pulling out that you might drop it anyway, okay? It is a projectile, so that's just another notification. So, you can do an A4. A4 is the laggy range attack. Unique can be done in A4 as well. So that's something notifies well. Wait, I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. You can do one joint slash. You can also do the attack, but then again, it's not a combo. Okay, so that's basically all of his auto interruptions there. He can use his like guard break in any of his auto interruptions, but it's not a combo. It's more like a. Let me just go ahead and do it. Now I believe it can be used in terms of a back hit, so please notify. Can I do this? That is not going to realistically hit anybody. Okay, so moving on to his range attack like properly. So his range attack is a spinning move here, which ends in a slash. Now this slash is pretty wide. Now enhanced with ability, it just makes it look cooler, as well as everything else he does. Wait, let me see something. Yeah, just a little bit more damage. He does a little bit more damage with his ability. Right? I can see it. Yeah. No, I think it's a little bit. A little bit. I might be just like, you know, seeing stuff in that category though. So for his range attack, he can interrupt into his special unique and his special attack. Now his special attack actually is a combo in this variation, impacts the person away. And his special attack, or special unique, one joint slash, of course it works. Now, if you're wondering why you would do stuff like this, it's because of your note bar. So remember, your note bar is crucial for playing as Brook. When you're able to get the right notes, you can get the buffs, you can get the benefits for your team, enhance everything, and everything goes well. That's why I really consider him as part of support type along with Chopper, because he can do a lot of benefits as well as ton of damage too. Now, because of that fast speed and because of this range attack, he's able to kind of mix his opponent up in his auto combo. Like, his opponent literally is just going to have a hard time usually contesting against Brook a lot. Now, after his range attack, I talked about before that you can't do his interruption special with for A1, A2. Now, because you have the range attack, though, you can actually do so. You can actually just go range attack into his one joint slash or into his, I'm just going to call it ACD, and make it an actual combo there. So you technically can interrupt into A1, A2, A3, and A4 because of that range attack he actually does have. Okay, so while using his guard break though, his guard break actually puts the person into like a stagger type state where you can actually kind of combo them a little bit. I mean, I guess in terms of a wall, you might be able to do something, but Brook can't really reach that far. So you might have to do a switch out, like bringing someone like Kuma that can do a combo or something. By the way, his unity chain is a one hit, so that's also something to note as well. So oh, bring it back in. So when Brook is actually doing his guard break, when he does it in his combo, it's still the same thing. It's just going to be a normal guard break there. It's a pretty good lunge too, but it's also laggy. So if you do miss this lunge, you are pretty open, honestly. And you can kind of see like where he starts, do his guard break. He kind of steps up a little bit further, so it's you know, the depth of which he actually performs the guard break is to not be underestimated. Okay, so for his heavy guard break, it's basically like his normal guard break, except it's a lot stronger, a lot more backlash, and it actually is a unity chain. This is the only unity chain that Brook actually does have, and it is insanely powerful. Like, looking at the effect of this heavy guard break, it's really strong. And can be comboed with his running attack. I mean, like, seriously, that is amazing. So, in terms of using heavy guard break, I would say use heavy guard break whenever you get the opportunity, because that's like one of Brook's biggest damage dealers right there. He does have a special attacks, but I'm honestly saying the heavy guard break is going to be the thing that you're probably going to want to do a lot, especially in combo with a ranged attack or something, and you can just deal big damage in the unity chain already with Brook. What plus is Brook is extremely powerful too because of the heavy guard break and the ice damage he deals with a special attack. Okay, so moving on to his next move here, it's going to be his unique, running attack. So we already saw the running attack. Running attack is a very fast slash. Now, the thing about the running attack is that it's so fast. It is so fast. I mean, your opponent can see it, but it's not like Mihawk fast, but it's decently fast where it can catch your opponent off guard like super easily. And this move gives so much delay where you can actually combo your opponent right afterwards. As you can already saw, we already was able to combo with the running attack with the heavy guard break for big damage. Okay, so for his jumps, and this is where it gets kind of funny. So his jumps here, let's put them in the categories. When Brook jumps him in the air, he has 2 counters basically. So his attack, his unique, take up 1 counter. His special movement take up 2 counters, and his coup drop takes up 2 counters. Now I say 2 counters because the reason I'm saying this is because when you do his jumping attack, so you can do this. That's jumping attack. Just 1 time right there. If you don't press anything, your character's going to kind of slowly drift away. Now, also, please remember this. If you're actually jumping with Brook, you can move a little bit, slightly. As you can see with other characters, you can kind of move like when you're moving and everything. But Brook, since he's floating, you can just jump and then just move. So you can get out of combos that way, get out of setups. And also, when you're actually playing as Brook, you can use his jumping attack and stuff to actually like kind of delay his landing, or perhaps accelerate it a little bit. So this is jumping unique. So you can actually combo his jumping unique with his jumping attack. Oop, my bad. Oh my goodness, his floatiness is kind of confusing sometimes. Okay. Oop. Ah. There we go. So you kind of combo like that. This was a little bit difficult. There we go. And kind of combo that way. So when it comes to his coup drop and his special movement, now these 2 moves are counters too, because once you do them, you cannot do anything else afterwards. So you can kind of do this and then do special movement, or you can do this and then do special movement. You can do coup drop, which is here, and then perform. You would not perform anything else, but you can do this and then become coup drop. So it's one of those things. Let me just go ahead and get these things over with. Okay, there we go. So when you're actually performing that, you have to think about that. Special movement takes up 2 slots. Coup drop takes up 2 slots. Attack and unique take up 1 slot. So coup drop and special movement, if you're going to do them, if you want to use another action and then those moves, you have to do them last. Also, he can delay it so well. So you can just go from like this and then just like kind of like, and then do it like from this angle. So he can delay, as long as he's not on the ground, just like other character, he can still do a jump move. Okay. So that's the complicated part of his gimmick. Now we're into this unique button. So when Brook does a unique button, he kind of like stays in spot, plays his violin, and you're stunned for 5 seconds. This is complete 5 seconds, but you are unstunned after about 3 seconds of him playing the music. So you can actually use this, switch out a character, and then it's like, when you switch out, he's stunned for 3 seconds, but you can actually combo him afterwards. So this is a good stunning move that Drake actually does have, and he cannot combo this stunning move with the combo move. He cannot do this. The character will drop, I believe. I freaking lied. The character will drop. Okay, I'm about to say. But when this is done, that's like one of your big stunts. You're not going to be using that move as much, but it is glorious when you catch somebody with it. And also check out the range of the notes. So when you actually perform this, remember this is actually up close. This is not an AoE, so your opponent can in fact dodge it completely, so please watch out for that as well. But when played and when catching your opponent, you can do a big damage combo, or perhaps do a 1-hit, or perhaps if you have Kuma on your team, you can just do this. Attack Kuma, get the free switch. Okay, so after that, we're gonna move on to his special attacks as soon as TheZoneGamingGo disappears, because I don't want this character to be getting comboed. Okay. Okay, so special attack wise, we got Crocodile, Drawing Song, Song of Scratches. Now we talked about his attack is orange, his unique is green, and his guard is purple on that note bar. And when played in a certain order, they will perform different things. So let's just go in order real quick so we can kind of talk about each special move and tell you what they kind of do. So Crocodile is a ranged type attack that can actually be fired from a distance, of course, and when done, it'll put the person in sort of like a hit state. It can be done in the air as well, as you already saw, and does a little bit of damage. And of course, it can make it look more pretty when performed that, and it actually does a little bit. It does not a little bit more damage. See, the damage output is actually right here. So you have this, okay, and then let's go up close. It's a little bit more. No, actually, no. I don't think the sword is actually a hurt box. And that's interesting. Okay, I don't think the sword is actually a hurt box. I think it's just the ranged move itself. Okay. I just love the way this looks, though. I love when you actually, like... I just love it. I love the eye step they gave Brooke. Okay, so moving on to his Drawing Song, One Joint Slash Unique. So this move is a rush down move that when he actually performs, kind of goes through his opponent, slashes them, and gives him a little bit of damage. Now, I believe this move can be I'm thinking about something else. Okay, no, I'm thinking about something else. But when you use One Joint Slash, this is an opportunity for you to kind of back away from your opponent and kind of like relax, hang out. Like you got the spacing basically for this move and make it look even more prettier. Let's just do this. Yeah, look at that pretty color. And as we saw before, I'm doing it 3 times so I can just remove the notes from the screen. That's really why I'm doing that. Okay, so this move right here is your most damaging tool that you'll be using a lot, especially during your unis. So 1, 2, 3. Cannot do that. You cannot do that. You gotta do this. So we gotta actually perform. Damn. Maybe it's just Kuma. No, I dropped it. Hey, bro, we can do this. I quit. I quit. Okay, it's probably because it's just Pat Gannon. But he can do that in the combo. So, moving into his Song of Scratches, Blizzard Slice. This is the big one, okay? This is the big damage combo that we got to talk about, our big damage special move. This move itself is unblockable. It puts the person in nil state, drops them there for a little bit. It actually does not make them fall, but it will poison them for 5 seconds. And also, Blizzard Slice can be comboed along with One Joint Slash to create a big damage move that deals about 40% of damage. Now, when enhanced, this move does not enhanced. I'm sorry. When comboed with a damage buff, the move does quite a bit of damage. Now, something I want to check that I was not able to see earlier is that if this move is enhanced with ability. Okay, no, it's not. Okay, just I needed to check that real quick. Okay, so those basically are special attacks. Now we're going to talk about the combinations here. So I am not going to show you every combination. But I will do this. Oh, darn it. Okay. So basically, his passive Soul King, he can do, like I told you before at the very beginning, depending on the order in which the notes are taken, he will get different buff. +1 power buff, +1 shield buff, and our healing for 15 seconds. And all of it is 15 seconds. So right now, let's go ahead and do the shield buff so I can kind of show you something for a little bit. So shield, attack. There you go. That is the shield buff. And the shield buff carries throughout the entire team. Just notification for 15 seconds. Now, something I need to mention too is that when some of this stuff is done in a combo, you will not get the buff always. It is basically like a probability. So when you want to hit these, they got to be done individually. They cannot be done in chains. So I can do Blizzard Slice right there. Okay, it's also because training mode kind of messes it up sometimes. So I can go Blizzard Slice, but if I either going the Drawing One Joint Slash because I was already hitting with Blizzard Slice, I'm not going to get the notes. Now, training mode is a little bit wonky in terms of how they work around the notes though. So it might be different online. I haven't been able to test that out. But right now, that's kind of like one of the big things there. So you're going to have to do it in its own individual combo. Yeah. Okay, so those are the rhythms basically. So if you do attack, unique, guard, you're doing heal. If you do unique, attack, guard, you're doing heal. If you do guard, attack, unique, you're doing shield. Attack, guard, unique, you're doing shield. Unique, guard, attack is damage, and guard, unique, attack is damage. So those are his inputs for his Soul King meter. So if you remember that, or if you kind of like remember a couple of them, got a team output, go ahead. Also, like to be honest, if you have a damage type team, Brook will be an excellent character to amplify your team, simply for getting that damage buff and then switching out, and there you go, you're golden for a while actually. I mean, like how long will it take to kill someone? Like what, 2 seconds? Okay, so moving on to his special movement here. His special movement is a running special movement, running way. You can hold it down for a little bit longer. If done in the air, it's same thing. He just kind of like walks in the air and it kind of runs back. It can be done about, from what I understand, you can hold it down for more duration, and it will take the ability, or you can just kind of like press it slightly and you'll just take a little bit of the bar. So this move itself is used for Brook for spacing, and it's very good to use interrupt and coup draw it, and you can actually perform stuff like that. Like right after you get done with the move, you can actually do those 2 special attacks, and it is very useful to utilize when you're going up against people that are rushing. So a good way to build up your rhythm, by the way, is using your Unity Clash and Unity Assist with Brook. When you do Unity Assist and Unity Clash with Brook, he will automatically do the Coup Droit, which will already give you your attack note. So it will give you access to the healing, and it will give you access to the +1 shield already. Not already, but you know, it'll start you off in that state. So that's pretty cool too. I think that's pretty much it in terms of that. Like when he is having ability, his sword does create some ice frigidness. If you guys kind of don't know what this actually does for Brook or what benefits it gives Brook, please let me know, because I'm not really sure. I'm not really exactly sure what it does aside the ice animation and power of the sword. I might try it out a little bit later and probably write something in the description if I find something else about what this ability actually might give. But when given, it just gives you the basic what can I say, the basic chip damage and stuff like that. So let's move on to his last thing, which is his ultimate. So when he goes into Soul King mode and puts on his glasses, I just noticed that. I didn't know he put on his glasses. So when he puts on his glasses, everything is enhanced. I'm just playing. Everything is not enhanced. Oh, this move does no damage. So when he actually goes into this state, he basically has, well, I guess he just wears glasses. But he gains an ultimate that is pretty much a huge AoE ultimate. He plays the music here, the notes themselves are the hitbox, and he kind of teleports too, which is kind of funny. So he teleports to his opponent and does a slash. So this move works wonders, especially on, let's do this right here. So let's go ahead and just kind of shave for a little bit. So don't think you can do this and then go to this step right here, because it's going to be like a straight knockdown there. I mean, yeah, sure, it would have been cool, but it's not going to happen. So in this case, what you kind of want to do, or you really want to, if you want to actually do your opponent's damage, is use the Blizzard Slice and then go into party music, which is an actual combo. Damage is still pretty big, and your opponent is still stunned, and they just took a buttload of damage from the Blizzard Slice, from the ice damage and everything else. So I mean, I love Brook as a character. To wrap Brook up, he is a support-oriented character. When playing as this person, please be careful about what you actually perform for him. There's a lot of things he can do. I need to get I want to get the other one. Okay, knock you up. Oh my goodness. Okay, you know what? Basic, go. There. Man, I gotta remember what you can do with Brook in his Unity chain. Can you do the coup drop? Can the coup drop work? Okay, coup drop works. Okay, that works. But I know you can do his one joint slash. If anyone can figure that out and remind me, please write that in the comments so I can write that down there, because I just completely forgot. It just completely left my mind. I don't know how to do it. I might have to ask Rohawk or somebody, or someone who plays as Brook, and kind of guess out what exactly am I doing wrong with that Unity. Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the Brook video. Sorry it was really long. It was a lot of stuff we had to go through for Brook, but enjoy the rest of the channel and enjoy playing One Piece Burning Blood.